We just went to the Maldives and it was amazing.
Some of the homeschooled kids, they would go there and have a holiday, do all the activities together. For example, we went and we did loads of snorkeling all together. We would have all the meal times together, and all the kids would go off and hang out after dinner, and it was just very fun.
Elle and her husband Ben hosted the hub, but they joined in with all the activities.
The people that ran the activities were Ciro and Ali.
Dhangethi is a tiny little island in the Maldives.
It had loads of greenery, vegetation, and also it was all made out of sand, apart from these few cool football pitches that all the local kids would go and play on at night, and you could go play with them, and it was really fun.
Dhangethi's got these 2 huge old trees with the roots hanging down from the treetops. The sailors used to use these 2 massive trees to figure out which island was Dhangethi.
There's like a row of shops, 1 or 2 cafes, and the jetty, which is really fun to jump off. There's a lovely community of people. We saw the same people every day and they were really lovely and fun to chat to. Most of them spoke English. We arrived at the pier and were collected by Elle and some of the others. Then we literally did like a 2-minute walk down to the other side of the island where we were staying, called Perla. That was our hotel resort.
Perla was a lovely guest house. It had a swimming pool that got 6 foot, I think, and the people there were really kind.
There was a parrot called Pie.
The food at Perla was amazing. There was a breakfast and dinner buffet.
They had this flatbread they called roshi that I absolutely loved. You could have it with anything, tuna, vegetables, curry, anything really, even Nutella.
At dinner we had curries, seafood, noodle dishes. There was all the different types of things. It was lovely.
The food at Perla was really good, especially the more Indian-styled ones. They did a really nice battered fish as well as a good beef curry.
It was run by Ciro and his mum. They were both really lovely people. Nadi was our boat captain and he took us out on all of the lovely snorkels on his beautiful orange boat.
You got to just do so much. There was whale sharks, manta rays, turtle reefs. We helped grow coral. There was just everything. There was sandbanks, the list goes on.
Sir and Ali organised a whole treasure hunt for us where we had to run around the island following clues to find the treasure.
For the sandbank trips, we take a speedboat out to these little plots of sand all in the water, just surrounded by ocean, and we'd set up a little camp and then we'd have lunch there and we'd just all be playing around, catching crabs, swimming, and there was a little speedboat that they attached this sofa thing in the water to, and they would spin you all about and they'd just drive non-stop and you'd be bouncing everywhere.
About halfway through the trip, some of the locals set up a whole water park. That was really fun.
It was inflatables in the water and you would just be running around this obstacle course, shoving each other off, having loads of fun. On one of our last days, we went on a banana boat with some of our best friends there, and we were just whizzing around, bouncing everywhere, trying to not fall off, and it was amazing.
Most days we went on snorkels, but sometimes we had special ones where it was looking for manta rays, whale sharks, nurse sharks, and dolphins.
My favourite activity was either the manta rays, where we were swimming all with them and they were going over and under us, or there was also the dolphins that they would just, it was amazing. It was one of the best experiences I've ever had because we swam with these pods of dolphins that would just be going around us, jumping out of the water. There were just so many.
My favourite activities we did there was swimming with manta rays and the dolphins, and the fishing trip.
My favourite things that we did were the manta ray snorkel and the nurse shark snorkel. Those two are both my favourite sea creatures.
My favourite animals would have been the manta ray, because it was just so amazing. It was just glide around.
The best animal I saw on that trip was the octopus that I found at one of the pinnacle reefs.
We learned a lot of skills such as knot tying. We learned all about all different types of fish and how to identify them.
We learnt that coral is alive and can regrow if you place it upright on a frame and put that in the water down all the way at the bottom.
There I learnt that certain corals will go to war for space.
We helped plant some trees on the island, and we even did a beach cleanup on an uninhabited island. We learnt about all the culture, and people even came in to talk to us about it. The hub was absolutely amazing.
It was nice hanging out with other families. I made some of the best friends I've ever made there.
Hanging out with all of those families for 2 weeks was amazing, because I met some of my new best friends, and I really want to do more and more of these hubs so I can meet up with them again.
I definitely want to go back about 1 million more times. If they host another hub there, I'm definitely going.